Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. If you're watching stream, which probably nobody is because it's my first stream, but um, all right. So I'm super late to this, but the Crunchyroll Anime Awards are coming up. I think in like 11 or 12 hours as I'm recording this. So we're gonna give my thoughts on the Crunchyroll Anime Awards for like Anime of the Year, Best Soundtrack, and all different categories they have. They have actually, they have like 50 freaking categories here. So, all right. So, Anime of the Year. This is the show that sets the standard for anime over the last year. So, all of 2023 then. Its compelling story, beautiful artistic execution, and unforgettable characters combine in a unique way to create a masterpiece that deserves singular recognition. Whether the show was an unexpected hit or delivered on fans' high expectations, Anime of the Year embodies excellence. Okay, so for Anime of the Year, we've got Oshinoko, Chainsaw Man, JJK Season 2, Bocchi the Rock, Demon Slayer Arc 3, I think this one is, which I did not watch because I it's on my watch list, but I'll get around to it at some point. And then Vinland Saga Season 2. So as I said, I'm super late to this party. It's literally like 11 or 12 hours until the awards begin, so I can't vote. I'm too late to vote, but I'm still going to be giving my thoughts here. Honestly, Oshinoko, oh, I could see it going to Oshinoko just because Oshinoko is like that anime where it's just an all around like perfect package. Like it has really nice characters, it has really good animation, it has a really intriguing like plot that hooks you right away with that really long first episode. That long first episode that was like an hour in length, that really I think boosted the popularity of this show because that first episode aired and the twist at the end just like made everybody who had only just like heard about the show want to like pick it up and watch it immediately. For Oshinoko, I actually picked up the manga for this because I'm a huge fan of the Kaguya-sama manga, and the anime has been extremely popular as well. The manga is one of my favorite romance manga by Akasaka. So um, I picked it up because this is also written by the same author, but I only got like a few chapters in, and I just wasn't feeling it, you know. But the anime though, the anime really like I think kind of blew me out of the water. I'm trying to remember if I gave it like a 9 or a 10. I think I gave it like there was so many good anime this year. It's going to be really hard these picks cuz these are all great anime, but Oshinoko I don't know. I could see it going to Oshinoko. The most obvious pick is Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 because let's be honest, it's going to be the most popular. The animation was incredible. The Shibuya arc, um, I don't know. I think if Oshinoko were to win, it would be like the sleeper pick. Oshinoko, I think it did a lot of things right. The animation is incredible. The characters are very interesting. It had a lot of really fun and interesting drama and also great commentary about, you know, working in the industry. Really impactful first couple of episodes with Oshinoko. But I don't know if it's going to win Anime of the Year, even though I do think it kind of represents like this new wave of like of anime that we're seeing where it's like Oshinoko is like the Zoomer anime. Like I really think it appeals to like younger people. Well, actually that's a lie. Jujutsu Kaisen is more of the Zoomer anime, I guess, but when it comes to non-shonen anime, I think Oshinoko is definitely up there. Chainsaw Man, I really would like for Chainsaw Man to win because I love the Chainsaw Man manga. I'm completely caught up on the manga, and I thought the anime adaptation was great. Um, I don't know. I don't know if it's good enough to win Anime of the Year though, over like Jujutsu Kaisen season 2, because a lot of people are going to be voting for JJK season 2. Chainsaw Man, because it was only 12 episodes, I think it kind of suffered in like the popularity region. And I know that it didn't really turn out as well as Mappa was kind of hoping that it would, because it was like a Mappa passion project. But Chainsaw Man, I think, is very representative of like 2023 as a whole. It seems like a really good pick to be anime of the year, but I don't think it's going to win. I might have given Chainsaw Man my vote just because like I love it that much, and the adaptation was really, really great. The direction was incredible. I haven't actually finished Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 yet. I'm like still right at the start of the Shibuya arc. I mean, I already know everything that happens because I've had the entire plot spoiled for me at this point. Um, but I don't know. I feel like JJK season 2, it's probably going to win, but I think it would be the most boring pick to win. But then again, you know, those animators, they probably deserve some kind of award. But then at the same time, it's like, you know, do we reward like the studio like Mappa where they just, you know, to make season 2, they grind these animators into the dust? I don't know. Bocchi the Rock, I also have not finished Bocchi the Rock. I am a couple episodes in. Um, I'm trying to go back and finish like a rewatch of K-On! Right now, and I think once I finish that and do my rewatch of K-On!, then I'll switch over to Bocchi the Rock, because I don't know, I feel like Bocchi the Rock is kind of like a successor to K-On! And like a spiritual successor in some ways. It's both about forming a band. It's both got, you know, cute girls, and it's very similarly kind of funny and silly and goofy. Definitely a great anime, but I don't know if it's like an anime of the year contender. Definitely like a cult classic more so, I think. Demon Slayer, we're not even going to talk about Demon Slayer. I haven't watched the third arc. I've heard mixed things about it. I'm sure the animation is incredible, but Demon Slayer, I think, is kind of like the next after My Hero Academia, where it's going to kind of fall off. And it kind of, I think, already has fallen off, at least in like the Western fan base. I know that over in Japan, it's still like the fan base is ravenous over there, and like everyone and their grandmother has watched it. But I don't know. I don't think Demon Slayer is anime of the year worthy. I mean, basically nobody I've heard like in the mainstream sphere is even like talking about this. Vinland Saga season 2. I think if I were to vote, I would give my vote to Vinland Saga season 2. Vinland Saga season 1, I thought was just okay. I thought it had like the really good start of like a historical character drama, and honestly the best part is the character development for Askeladd. I really think that Thorfinn's character development just kind of doesn't exist in season 1. He's pretty static for most of it. But then season 2 came out and absolutely blew me away. Vinland Saga season 2, like Thorfinn's character development was just so incredibly amazing, and they introduced all these extra side characters. Like, and I'm surprised that people even liked the farm arc, because like the character drama is just so incredibly good, but it's way toned down on like the violence and the fight scenes and everything, and the animation is a lot more tame. But I don't know. Vinland Saga season 2, I think, could definitely be anime of the year. It might be like kind of an uphill battle for it to win against JJK season 2. But I mean, the fact that there's 3 Mappa shows on here for anime of the year is, I mean, incredible already by itself. If any of the Mappa shows were to win, I wouldn't be surprised. But I think my vote would probably go to Vinland Saga season 2. That was just like, it gave us like the best like meme quote of the year, like from the anime sphere, aside from maybe I'd win. But I think Vinland Saga it definitely deserves the win. It's such an engaging story and character drama. Um and yeah, I think it just deserves it. Thorfinn's character development in season 2 is incredible. I was so invested in Vinland Saga season 2, like when it was first airing. I literally was watching it like as the episodes aired, which I normally never do. Yeah, I think I'd give it to Vinland Saga season 2. All right, moving on. Best continuing series. Okay, this is going to be a tough one. I'd like to say give it to Attack on Titan because the finale was incredible. Um, but I don't know. I feel like ah, Spy X Family. I'm just gonna say no. I probably wouldn't vote for this. I mean, Spy X Family. It's a great slice of life show, but I don't think it's necessarily worth like an award for continuing series. Same with Demon Slayer. I mean, Demon Slayer, like I said before, the popularity is kind of fallen off a little bit. It's might become the next My Hero. Popularity might go goodbye. One Piece, I could see One Piece because the hype around One Piece the past year has been absolutely insane. Um, I myself haven't seen it, but if Vinland Saga season two was not to win in the next in the previous category, I think I could definitely give continuing series to Vinland Saga. But I don't know. Sustaining excellence celebrates the shows that hook audiences with their absorbing storylines. I don't know. Sustaining excellence, I think AOT or JJK season two, because season two for JJK just elevates the bar to a whole new level. And then, the Attack on Titan finale was pretty much just as good as the rest of the show. I think I'd have to give it to Attack on Titan just because I haven't finished JJK season two yet. But if Vinland Saga was not to win Anime of the Year, I'd give it to Vinland Saga. Best new series. Ooh, okay. So does this mean new series, as in like, while countless new anime are created each year, this category honors the series and spin-offs that stand out. These instant classics possess something unique that keeps viewers transfixed and passionately awaiting season two. Ooh. This one I could see going to Chainsaw Man, actually. Because Chainsaw Man, when it hit the market, it may not be like the first season may not be Anime of the Year material because the best parts of the story haven't even been adapted yet. The next two arcs of the story are when it really starts to like pick up and get good, in my opinion. So I don't think I'd give Chainsaw Man Anime of the Year. Maybe Best New Series would be good. But then Oshinoko, I could see Best New Series for all the same reasons. It kind of broke out like into the viewer sphere with a bang. And the entire core was incredible. And I know that there's so many people, myself included, that are like vehemently waiting for season two to come out. I know that the next core of Chainsaw Man is going to be a movie, but and I'm curious to see how that's going to work. The JJK movie adaptation by Mappa was good. Um, I don't know. I'm just worried because the Rezi or Reese or however you say her name, the Rezi arc, it's such like a unique arc where it's not super long, but I feel like it has such a huge impact like on Denji as a character, and Rezi's character is super memorable as well. So I don't know, but we're getting off topic. So best new series, the description kind of makes me want to give it to Bocce the Rock, even though I haven't seen all of it because Bocce the Rock came out and it was like instantly like a cult hit. A lot of people love this show and it got super popular kind of unexpectedly, I think. Um, and it completely stands on its own as just a singular season of anime. But this is for best new series, and I honestly don't know if Bocce the Rock is gonna be getting a continuation. I feel like it might even be better if it just stayed like as its first season cult classic. Hell's Paradise was good. I got about halfway through that. I still want to finish it. I don't know if it's award worthy for best new series. And then Zom 100. Zom 100 was good. It was okay. Zom 100. I think the first like 2 episodes were amazing because they were animated extremely well and they were hilarious. But then the next couple episodes, I thought the plot just like died down like really, really fast. It wasn't as interesting to me past the first couple episodes. And obviously, there was the whole, you know, maybe not controversy, but there was like the production issues with the whole team basically um, not continuing to work on it and leaving. Oh, I would hate for Chainsaw Man to not win like an award for the anime itself because it was like such a I don't know though. Oshinoko and Chainsaw Man are both like landmark like new series, I think. I honestly think I'd give it to Oshinoko because I feel like that as a series, its popularity is just gonna continue to skyrocket with season two if season two is good. Chainsaw Man, it might take a while for it to pick up like heat again since it's gonna be a movie next. Yeah, I think I give it to Oshinoko, but I would be happy with either Oshinoko or Chainsaw Man. All right. What's the next category? Best film. Okay, I have not seen any of these except clips of Kaguya-sama, so I'd probably vote for the Kaguya-sama movie, but I can't even give a vote on this. I haven't seen any of these movies. I usually don't watch a lot of anime films. I prefer to just watch like regular films, like Western films. Anime is something I usually like to consume pretty like as an episodic medium. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip this category. I couldn't even vote for any of these because I haven't seen any of them. Best origin. How is this? Oh, original anime. Okay, so anime that's not based on anything. I was gonna say how is this different from like best new anime series, but this is not based on like an original um like manga or light novel. It's its own creation. Okay. Honestly, I haven't seen any of these either, so I'll probably be skipping this category too. I heard really good things about do it yourself. Do it yourself kind of reminds me of there was some anime from years and years and years ago that was like a standalone um like goofy little, how do you say it? Like do it yourself. It's like a standalone cute little show where it doesn't take like a lot of investment to watch. Um I feel like I would be happy with that one winning just because even though I haven't seen it, I like what it represents where it's just like a fun, well-made um show that just stands on its own 2 feet. I've also heard really good things about the latest Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch from Mercury. I haven't seen any of it, but and I really don't know anything about these other ones. Akiba Maid War, Buddy Daddies. Let's see what Crunchyroll has to say about this. Oh my god, AOT is nominated for so many things. Okay. Yeah, I'll just say do it yourself because that's like really the only one I'm remotely familiar with, even though I haven't seen it. But anyway, next category. Oh, best animation. Man, this is this Anime Awards is stacked this year. So AOT final season, the animation from AOT final season that impressed me the most was honestly all the animation of Aaron's um, founding Titan form. Any scene where they were animating like his Titan's movement or his face moving, um, that stuff was like more artistic and impressive to me than like any of the 3D maneuver gear stuff that they did. I don't know. I mean, all the animation in the final season was absolutely incredible, but I think I don't think I would give it to AOT just because there are previous seasons of AOT and previous cuts of animation that are way better than like anything that's in the final season. Demon Slayer I could see winning, but I don't really know if it's has enough of a Western fan base enough for that to win. At least not anymore compared to like JJK. Mob Psycho 100 season 3, I still haven't seen yet. I want to watch it. I'm sure that animation was incredible, but I honestly can't speak on it. Trigun Stampede I also haven't seen, but Studio Orange has gone above and beyond like changing the medium and like what like anime can look like when it's in 3D. Like the animation in Trigun Stampede is better than like some of the best anime like 3D animation I've seen for like similar anime-esque stuff, like the animations for like Fire Emblem um and Honkai Star Rail and what's the other one I'm not thinking of? Genshin. Genshin. Like all the animations in Trigun Stampede that I've seen in like clips online, it just looks like so incredible. And I've been a Studio Orange fan like since they came out with their adaptation of Hoseki no Kuni or Land of the Lustrous. That animation was incredible, and that's all in 3D as well. And I really have to add Trigun Stampede to my list. I would not be surprised. Well, I think I would be surprised if this one. This would be like a massive like sleeper hit, like sleeper win. Um, but I definitely think it's deserving of it just based off the few clips I've seen. Between like Chainsaw Man and JJK season 2, I honestly think I'd have to give it to JJK season 2 just because like Chainsaw Man the animation was incredible, but I really think Chainsaw Man stands out more in like the directing and like the atmosphere as opposed to just like how good the animation is. And a lot of the like directing like techniques and like the style of the Chainsaw Man adaptation, I think was kind of leaked into the JJK season 2 adaptation. Like the first couple episodes especially, there are a lot of like directing choices which I'm like, yeah, this seems like it's ripped like straight out of the way that Chainsaw Man was. Um and then obviously everything in the Shibuya arc. I mean, I haven't gotten through all of it yet, but it all just looks absolutely incredible. I think best animation, it deservingly goes to JJK season 2. Okay, so what's next? Best character design. Oh, honestly, Demon Slayer, I could see winning this. The character designs in that are really unique, and there's that one like pink-haired girl that is like super popular now. Her character design is super unique. Hell's Paradise, I didn't really think the character designs were that memorable. I think the world building in Hell's Paradise was pretty good, but Chainsaw Man, honestly, the character designs in Chainsaw Man, I don't think are like the standout element. Probably the best character design is maybe probably Makima, but all of the characters they have like pretty standard like not I don't want to say generic, but you know, they just look like regular people. The only like really standout designs are like the designs for the devils themselves. JJK season 2 again, amazing animation. I don't know about character design though. The designs are iconic just because like Jujutsu Kaisen has like mastered something that like Bleach started a long time ago where the designs are pretty simple, but they're just so sleek and stylish and like most of all super easy for people to cosplay and make like at home. Like to cosplay as Gojo, you just have to like get like a similar looking like blue suit, wear his blue glasses, and then wear like a white anime hair wig, and you can cosplay as a Gojo. And those looks are like super iconic. But honestly, I think I might give this one to Oshinoko because the Oshinoko character designs, they're just so detailed and so fluid and super cute. I think I would give it to Oshinoko. Like Kana from Oshinoko was probably like my best girl of this show, and her design is just so adorable. I love like the weird little artist hat that she wears. Yeah, it's the character designs in Oshinoko. I would be super satisfied if they won. Um, but honestly, I could see JJK season 2 winning as well because those character designs are very iconic. Best director. Okay, so let's see like how we celebrate how a great anime, a great director are almost inseparable. Yep. That's like something that I think is super difficult with like the Crunchyroll Anime Awards is that a lot of anime fans are not necessarily film fans. So they don't really understand like the difference between like direction, cinematography, like shading, color choice, like all these like super technical like film things that like a lot of us people on YouTube like pretend that we know about and like pretend that we care about unless like you're actually a filmmaker. But some of this stuff like it just doesn't always translate directly over to anime. Like storyboarding in in animation is it's kind of like directing, but it's not necessarily the same thing. It's kind of like shot composition, but it's not necessarily the same thing. Um, I wouldn't give it to Oshinoko. That great animation, but like director, Ochi the Rock, maybe I could see winning. JJK season 2 has great direction. Honestly, I think I'd give this one to Chainsaw Man. The directing in Chainsaw Man is just so like there's something so like moody and like calming about Chainsaw Man that I really wasn't expecting to work for the anime. And I know that over in Japan there was a lot of fans like the manga readers who didn't like the direction that the director took with Chainsaw Man because it was kind of different from like the super fast and like electric pace of the manga. Um but I honestly think that it works extremely well for the anime adaptation. Like the extra scenes that they added, like the extremely like slow burn, slow paced scene where it's just Aki getting ready in the morning. Those scenes tell you so much about the characters and like the way that they live their lives and what their personality is like without needing to like actually say or like tell you anything. Like even just the opening couple scenes of Chainsaw Man and like I don't know. The I think I'd give it to Chainsaw Man. The directing in Chainsaw Man, it's just so artistic and so good, and it like true to the fact that um like Chainsaw Man always has like a ton of film references, and the opening has a bunch of film references in it. I feel like it's very fitting that the way it's directed feels like a film. Like it feels like it's directed not like a your traditional anime, but more like a Western TV show or more like an actual film. Yeah, I think that's enough said. I'd probably give Best Director to Chainsaw Man because he deserves it, and he did not deserve to get like all the hate that he got. I think it was an excellent adaptation, and like there are so many scenes in Chainsaw Man where like the most memorable scenes of the anime are not the action scenes, in my opinion. Like Chainsaw Man, it somehow manages to be like both an action anime and like this slow burn, like kind of existential, thought provoking show where it just has these moments where it sits with the characters and just it just lets you like sit in that moment with the characters and experience like the exact same thing that they're experiencing. The like top 3 scenes that come to mind are the scene in the beginning where it's like Denji, it's like a flashback of Denji like chopping wood with Pochita and you know sleeping in his like little shack on like a not even a mattress, like a sheet of plywood. The scene I mentioned with Aki getting ready in the morning, and then the scene where um, Makima is talking to Denji about um, like caressing her ears and like she bites his finger and stuff. Those scenes are like the direction is so good because it's so intentional. So yeah, this would be Chainsaw Man 100%. That's my vote. All right, I'm taking a water break. Okay, and we're back. So, best cinematography. So, again, like I said, I don't understand what the difference is supposed to be here between like best director and best cinematography. I guess if you wanted to make like a big difference, you could say best director like cuz directing doesn't just include like cinematography. So I could see this going to like Bocchi the Rock or JJK season 2 or even like the AOT final season. Um, so if not any of those, cinematography again would go to Chainsaw Man. But if not Chainsaw Man, I could see Vinland Saga season 2 winning. There's a lot of like incredible shots from Vinland Saga season 2 that I remember. Um, Vinland Saga season 2 and Chainsaw Man are both excellent at like just capturing a like mood and just like capturing your attention, not with like not always with like high octane action, but just like setting up a scene where it's just like characters talking or characters like getting ready for something, and the way it's directed just like lulls the audience in, like it pulls you in. um Cinematography, I think, like I said, Chainsaw Man would be my top pick probably, but Vinland Saga season 2 would be a close second. um JJK season 2, that's got enough awards already. Demon Slayer, I don't know. I honestly can't say because, I haven't seen this arc. AOT final season, I don't know about cinematography. There was some good shots in like the final chapters special. Um oh, this is special 1. Hmm. I don't know. Honestly, I think the special 1 is not extremely memorable. The best like cinematography scenes I can think of are all of the scenes with the rumbling, like the direction and the cinematography for the rumbling scenes in the special 2 are so harrowing and so just not even like that they're scary, but they're just the shots and like the way that they're composed, they fill you with this sense not just of dread but of like complete hopelessness and despair. Like I've never seen any kind of like apocalyptic event adapted in such a way like the rumbling was, where you felt like the sheer like hopelessness and fruitlessness of the situation. So I could see it going to maybe Attack on Titan, but yeah, like I said, Chainsaw Man, Vinland Saga season 2. Heavenly Delusion had some pretty good production, like really good animation, but the cinematography didn't stick out to me a lot. Um, yeah, I think I'd be happy with either Chainsaw Man or Vinland Saga season 2. Okay, best art direction. Art direction involves all things visual to create the look and feel of an anime, color design, animation style, something that creates a distinct work. So, right off the bat, I'm gonna get rid of like Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen season 2. Not because they are, bad in this respect, but I just think the art direction is not like the most standout things about these anime, and I've already talked about like the things that are standout. Hell's Paradise, honestly, the aesthetic and art direction of Hell's Paradise was pretty good. I don't think it's necessarily as memorable as like some of the other things on this list, but Hell's Paradise I could see being like a sleeper pick. A lot of the like color choice and art of that adaptation was really good. And I really loved like the scenery in Hell's Paradise. Um, a lot of the scenery and a lot of like the different monsters and stuff that they have show up, like all the spirits and all the weird, crazy stuff that happens in the setting. A lot of the art direction and color choice for that was incredible. Demon Slayer, even though it's not like my favorite like anime ever, I gotta admit the art direction is always on point. The character designs are great. The color choice is incredible. It always like pops. So I wouldn't be surprised if that were to win. Zom 100, I'm kind of on the fence about. I think maybe this could have won like for the first episode or so, but after that, I think the color choice becomes more like your generic anime. Zom 100 really reminds me of what's that anime? High School of the Dead. It really reminds me of that anime in terms of like the aesthetic, and it's both based on a zombie apocalypse. But I don't know if I'd give art direction to Zom 100. The first episode maybe, but I don't know about like the rest of the series. I think for this though, I would have to go with Oshinoko again because the Oshinoko art direction was just so freaking insane. I mean, look at like these character designs and this color choice. Like this pops so much, and like there's those gifs of like the characters with the eyes like glowing, and like the even more so than like the incredible animation, the use of color in Oshinoko I think is like half the reason it got like as popular as it did, because even though like the dramatic writing is great, the characters are great, um just the art direction makes it like stand out so much from like all these other anime. Like even more so than something like Kaguya-sama, where like a lot of people would probably say like, oh, maybe Kaguya-sama has like better writing, but the Kaguya-sama anime just doesn't even hold a candle to like how incredible the color choice and the use of color and the way that Oshinoko is animated. So I think best art direction, I'd absolutely give it to Oshinoko. All right, how many categories do we have left? Uh oh god, I'm going super slow. All right, best romance. Gotta be honest, I don't watch a lot of romance anime anymore. It's something I kind of watched when I was younger, unless it's like an adult romance that I can really get into. This will probably go to like Horimiya. Horimiya, I've heard a lot of great things about, and it's kind of like it's like a beloved cult, you know, romance anime at this point. Definitely not as popular as something like Kaguya-sama, but I've heard really good things. I watched the first season, and the first season was really good. Um, not like my favorite romance of all time or anything, but I could definitely see this winning. My Happy Marriage. Haven't heard of this one. Yeah, well, and it's a Netflix series, so that probably explains why nobody watched it, and I haven't heard anyone talking about it. But um, Skip and Loafer. Haven't heard of this one. Insomniacs. Haven't heard of this one. Yamada Kun. Nope. Like these are all just completely unfamiliar to me. I did watch Tomo-chan as a girl. Tomo-chan, I got like a couple episodes in and I dropped it. I mean, it has decent characters. It has an okay premise about like, this tomboy who wants to be seen in like a feminine way and wants, what's his name to look at her as not just like a bro. But I don't know. This just didn't like stand out to me, and I thought it was kind of boring, if I'm being honest. I would expect that either this or Horimiya would win. Probably Horimiya. So that's the one I'd probably give it to, even though I haven't seen it and I haven't seen this all the way through. But anyway, best comedy. So this one might be kind of a toss up because okay, what is this? Urusei Yatsura. That I'm just gonna say right out the bat, that's not gonna win. I haven't seen it, but I definitely don't think it's gonna win. It's not popular enough. Zom 100, even though it was funny, I don't think it's funnier than the other ones on this list. Spy X Family, um, Spy X Family is a tough one because even though it kind of is like a comedy, it's kind of like Spy X Family doesn't always strike me as like a comedy. It kind of strikes me as more of like a slice of life, like feel good kind of show a lot of the time, at least for the anime adaptation. I could definitely see Spy X Family winning just because of how popular it is, but I don't know. But Bocchi the Rock, I think just steals this. Like Bocchi the Rock in terms of like popularity, and you know, this is like the only anime I've heard so much about from so many people in the anime sphere about like it actually being like funny, because a lot of people don't think anime and Japanese like Japanese humor is funny. Bocce the Rock has like I've seen so many clips of Bocce the Rock online, which is what like convinced me to pick it up and start watching it. And I think my favorite clip that I've seen is like the one where she like just starts hysterically laughing to herself in a room, and then it just like there's just like a hard cut and it just like cuts. Um that is hilarious like on its own. Yeah, I mean Bocce the Rock I think absolutely deserves best comedy, just because like the directing and the characters, and especially like the use of like visual comedy, like when she turns into like a balloon and then she pops and then she flies away. Like that kind of stuff is super creative to me. And yeah, I mean, Bocce the Rock, if it doesn't win best comedy, there's probably gonna be riots. I would be surprised. Mashal, I've heard really good things about. I haven't seen it, but I've heard that's also very funny. But you know, like I said, Bocce the Rock, I just think none of these are gonna beat it out. Oh, best action. So right off the bat, I'm just gonna write off like One Piece and Demon Slayer. They're like, you know, they're continuing series, so I think, you know, giving them the award is kind of eh, because Demon Slayer I think has won awards for best action in the past, if I recall correctly. Either that or My Hero, and I'm misremembering. Attack on Titan final season I think may have also won for best action. Um, in the past, and again, like I said, you know, Attack on Titan, I think similar to like animation, the final season is really good. The final chapters of the final season, but I don't really know if the action in the final season is really what matters as much as like the resolution of the story and like all the different character arcs. Like that's the stuff that I really took away from the final chapters. I probably wouldn't give best action to the final chapters. Chainsaw Man maybe, but you know, like I said, I feel like Chainsaw Man is really like it advertises itself as like a shonen like action series. But even like with the manga, I think what people don't expect going into Chainsaw Man is that it's gonna be like this pretty deep narrative with like these really like these characters that have a lot of depth, and like it touches on like a lot of like relatable like real life issues that like the readers and real people are actually going through. So like Chainsaw Man, it's not always about the action. And I don't think that the standout moments from the anime are the action scenes. JJK season 2 would be a super easy pick for this. I mean, the action scenes are absolutely incredible. It would be like I mean, it would be a crime to say that like the action scenes in JJK season 2 aren't good. The only thing I I'm gonna get like destroyed and hated on for saying this. The only thing I don't really love about Jujutsu Kaisen, and this applies to like season 1 and season 2, is that sometimes the action is so like fast paced that I can't like keep up with like what's happening. And it kind of has that syndrome sometimes where like it has like the the DBZ syndrome where like the characters and everything are moving so fast that they're just constantly a blur on the screen and you can't like tell what's happening. I mean, don't get me wrong, the action in JJK is great, but sometimes the action scenes are a little too like there's just too much in my opinion. Don't hate me, but you know, that's just how I feel. But all in all, I think if it were to win best action, that would be, you know, well deserved. Bleach, the Thousand Year Blood War, I also would not be surprised if this won because I've heard so many amazing things about the action scenes in this. I'm probably not going to watch it because I haven't seen the original Bleach, and I'm not going to spend the time to go back and watch all of them, but I wouldn't be surprised with this one either. So I think for best action, I give it to like Bleach or JJK Season 2. I think those would be good picks. Best fantasy. Okay, so Demon Slayer, I'm pretty sure Demon Slayer won Best Fantasy a couple years back, if I recall correctly, and that like really pissed a lot of people off. Um, Mashal, maybe. I honestly think Ranking of Kings would be an amazing pick for Best Fantasy because Ranking of Kings Like this, like Ranking of Kings fits what I think of when I think of like a fantasy story. It's not like an isekai where the point isn't necessarily that they're in a fantasy world. The point is more like the wish fulfillment aspect of it. Ranking of Kings actually has like a super deep, like super detailed, like real fantasy setting that isn't like your stereotypical anime fantasy setting. I feel like that winning would be like the most fitting, even though I haven't finished all of it. Sorry, I'm watching a lot of anime, okay? Um Hell's Paradise, I could see maybe winning this too. I don't know if it's popular enough, but Hell's Paradise, like I said before, it has a great setting. I really like the imagery that they use, and like the really really weird vibe they have of like this abandoned, like mysterious fantasy island. I think it's really unique for a lot of like modern anime compared to like other settings I've seen. Mushoku Tensei, I wouldn't be surprised with this one. It's extremely popular. It's not really my cup of tea. I don't like a lot of isekai shows, but I wouldn't be surprised if Mushoku Tensei won. And then Magic Spread season 2. Honestly, I didn't even know this aired. I didn't even know it had a season 2, but maybe it was good. Can't speak on it, but I think for this the best option would probably be Ranking of Kings, just because that, and I mean that's like the most original I think out of all of these. It's not like tied down to like your stereotypical anime tropes, which I think helps it a lot. Best drama. Ooh, oh, that's a hard one. These anime convey something essential about the human experience. Their mastery of building and relieving tension sets fans on the edge of their seats, feeling all their feelings and compelling them to invest deeply in the characters and their stories. Okay, so Heavenly Delusion, I don't really know if I'd call that a drama. I don't think Heavenly Delusion deserves to win this one. To Your Eternity season 2. Um Again, I've heard good things about it, haven't seen it. Maybe I could see this one winning. AOT final chapters, I wouldn't really call this a drama. There's definitely a lot of like political drama and like human character drama in the final season overall, but the final chapters I don't think focuses on that too much. My Happy Marriage, again, I haven't seen it. This one, oh, it's kind of a tie. Oh, it's kind of a toss up for me between Oshinoko and Vinland Saga, I think. Oshinoko, the drama is great. It's like super high tension. The characters like having these misunderstandings without it feeling like cliche. Honestly, though, I gotta give it to Vinland Saga season 2. Vinland Saga season 2 has like some of the best like drama character writing I've seen like in anime period. Like this doesn't just feel like an anime, this feels like a human drama. Like there's there's just so many like intertwining like feelings and relations between all the characters. There's a drama between like Thorfinn and his past, Thorfinn and um what's his name? It's like Amar or A something. It starts with an E. I can't remember his name. But the all right, it's gonna bother me now. What is his name? Saga 2 characters. Einar's a great character. I love the drama of like, him growing along with Thorfinn. I love the drama of like his developing feelings for Arnheid. Um, and then all the drama that happens between when um between all the different characters on the farm, like all the drama between when Canute first arrives at the farm, um, and I don't know. I just have such a soft spot for like contained setting human dramas where it's like, okay, we're gonna take all these characters that don't know each other, we're gonna put them on a farm together, and then they're just gonna like get to know each other and like work out their problems. Like that is the best kind of like human drama to me. And Vinland Saga season 2 with the farm arc is incredible at that. Like just seeing all the characters get to know each other and then seeing like how the different characters on the farm react to like the different events that take place. Um the one where the arc where Arnisa's husband shows up, I love that arc because it just every single character on the farm, like Thorfinn, Einar, Arnid, Snake, they all have like competing priorities and like different like wants and needs for like what they want to do about this like traumatic event that has like shaken the entire farm. Um, yeah, I'd give it to Vinland Saga season 2 hands down. Like the character writing in season 2 is just absolutely phenomenal. Like they say like for this category, um, like something essential about the human experience, and Vinland Saga season 2 captures that. Like Vinland Saga season 2 is about like the human experience, and I literally was like on the edge of my seat when I was watching Vinland Saga season 2. So absolutely it gets best drama for me. Oshinoko's close second, but it's just not as good as Vinland Saga season 2. It's just not. Ugh, I'm getting tired. This is a lot. Okay, I'm talking too much. Best slice of life. I wouldn't give it to Bocchi the Rock. I don't think that's really just slice of life. Honestly, I might just say Do It Yourself or Horimiya again because those are the only two I'm really familiar with. So either those two. Okay. Best main character. We've got Denji. We've got Bocchi. We've got Mob from Mob Psycho. We've got Thorfinn, Monkey D. Luffy, and Eren Yeager. Okay. Whether hero, anti-hero, or villain, the main character is the face of their series. But it's not just their personalities or characteristics that make them beloved, it's their well-developed stories and the journeys they take us on that make them worthy. Oh. Okay, so just to make it easy, I'm just going to say Denji, no. Denji is an amazing character, but at least in terms of the anime, we haven't even gotten close to like the peak of his development yet. So I'm just gonna like say, Denji's an amazing main character, and he's super fun, and I love him. But I'm just gonna disqualify him for just because it's only the first arc of the anime is out, and I don't think he's developed enough yet. Bocchi, I'm gonna say no because I haven't seen enough. I'm sure she's a great character, but I don't know enough about like the development. Mob, I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen Mob Psycho season 3, but I have seen the first two seasons, and Mob is like an incredible main character. His development is amazing, and it's affected so many people. I feel like you kind of have to give it to Eren because his development was just like peak, and he's clearly like the most popular character here. Luffy, honestly, I don't know enough about One Piece to give it to Luffy, but I don't think I'd want to give it to like a character as popular as Luffy just because he's, recurring character for a series that has been around forever. Thorfinn, like I said, Thorfinn's development with Vinland Saga season 2, even though in season 1 he wasn't really like my favorite kind of main character, his development in season 2 is incredible. And honestly, I could give it to either Eren or Thorfinn. I do think these characters are both like peak iconic like anime main characters. I know that some people like have an issue with like how Eren kind of reveals like his motivations and stuff like in the final chapters. A lot of people really didn't like that like Eren kind of dropped the mask, but I really liked how it kind of rehumanized Eren and made like kind of reveals that like this like front he was putting up. I mean, it was a front. Oh, thanks in the chat, Thorfinn, best MC for real. I mean, it's such a tough choice, I think, between like Eren and Thorfinn. I think I would give it to Aaron just because Aaron is like my personal like favorite out of these, but I could easily see it going to Thorfinn as well. Thorfinn, I don't know if I'd say he's like better written. I think they're equally as well written, but I think Aaron, I would just pick Aaron because he's like my favorite. Um, best supporting character. I've heard like really amazing things about Reagan in like season 3 of Mob. Um, but you know, like I said, I only really know about season 2. Reagan is an amazing character. Oh, these are all so good. Oh, this is so hard. This is a hard category. Gojo, best supporting character, hands down. I don't know. I don't know. Gojo's like a super. He's a super badass character. Um, I don't know. He is kind of like he is like the popular pick, I think, because he's basically like the main character of like the first half of JJK season 2. I think he'll probably be the one that wins it. Honestly, I think I would be happy with it going to like any of these characters, except like Geto. I don't think Geto is as compelling as like Gojo or like any of these other characters. Hanji would be a great pick. Her sacrifice will be remembered. Um, Power would be a great supporting character. She's super fun and iconic. And Kana was my favorite girl from Oshinoko. I don't think Kana will win though because Kana is kind of like Kana. She is like there's a lot of like best girls in Oshinoko, so I don't think Kana will win. Oh, I spoiled. Oh, my bad, man. My bad, bro. My bad. Yeah, I mean it's so hard to avoid spoilers with like these shows nowadays, especially like I've had like pretty much all of Jujutsu Kaisen like spoiled for me by like the fans online, and I haven't like finished the second season yet. But you know, it kind of it is what it is. My personal like best supporting character, I think I'd like to give it to like Power or Kana, just because Power is such a fun character. But I think Gojo is probably gonna win it. My vote would be Power though. Must protect at all costs. Okay, this is an interesting category. Yeah, Power was kind of useless. I do think that's what like makes her likable for me though, because like she's just such a funny character to me. And I think it makes her like really endearing. I don't know. That's just me though. I know that there's a lot of people that like didn't like Power because she like she kind of just like doesn't help in the story at all. Must protect at all cost character. Um, I'm kind of tempted to give this one to like Bocchi actually because Bocchi is like really she's like really like she's like the kind of person that you just want to like succeed in everything that they do. Even though like they struggle with it so much. Anya would be like a great pick for this, but you said Miri Solos Bocchi. I don't know Miri. I haven't seen this show yet, but I've heard good things. Honestly, I feel like Anya's probably gonna win because Anya will be the most popular. Anya's like an acceptable choice, I think. You know, she's cute. Anya could take care of herself though. Like she like she's like smarter than some of the adults in the show and like she actually like helps progress the plot and stuff. Pochita, oh man, but he's dead. But he's already dead. Honestly, I think I'm gonna give it to Bochi just because like even though I love Pochita and Anya, I think I want to give it to Bochi because she's like the character you just want to see succeed the most. Pochita would be a great pick also though. Cute dog. Okay. Best anime song. Oh man. I'm tempted to just say, like, straight off the bat, give it to either Chainsaw Man or Oshinoko, because Oshinoko, like, that song is just such a banger. Idol, like, it's such an amazing song. Idol is like one of the only like anime songs that I like actively listen to in like my Spotify playlist outside of um like just seeing it pop up on YouTube or something. I don't Kickback is an amazing song, and I love like the structure of that song, like how it has like all these different musical influences. But I don't know, Idol is just such a banger, man. And I don't know some of these other songs. I know Where Our Blue Is, but I don't think it's as memorable as like Kickback or Idol. I'd be happy with either of these two winning. Oh, but I think I gotta give it to Idol. Like that song just slaps, and like the thing I always remember the most about it is how it opens up with like this chorus, which kind of feels like um it kind of reminds me of like the Attack on Titan soundtrack sometimes, where like it just has like this epic like choir in the background of the backing for the vocals. Yeah, I think I'd probably give this one to Idol. Best score. Um, this one is also kind of tough. Attack on Titan would be a good pick. Oshinoko would be a good pick. Well, actually, I don't remember a lot of the score from Oshinoko. The main thing I remember is like the opening. I think I'd probably give like best anime song to Idol, and then I'd give best score to Chainsaw Man, because I'm like Kensuke Ushio. He's like one of my favorite composers for like the anime sphere. I love um I love his soundtracks for Devilman Crybaby and for Ping Pong the animation. His soundtrack for Ping Pong the animation is like one of my favorite anime soundtracks. And the Chainsaw Man, the soundtrack does so much for like the atmospheric tone that Chainsaw Man was going for. So yeah, I think Chainsaw Man takes this. Like Kensuke Ushio, he's just such an amazing composer, and I love his style. All right, how many of these we got left? Okay, we're almost done here. Okay, best opening sequence. So not just the song, but the actual like OP. Oh, Innocent Arrogance by Heavenly Delusion was really good. Um Kickback again is really good. I don't think I would give it to Idol, honestly. Idol, like I said, the song is amazing, but I don't think the opening itself, like the animation, is as memorable as the song itself. I'd probably give it to Chainsaw Man in this case. The Song of the Dead, Psalm 100 opening is good. Hell's Paradise, I don't really remember that one as well. Where Our Blue is good. Oh, between like Heavenly Delusion and Chainsaw Man, the thing I love about Chainsaw Man like so much is I love how it just has all these different film references, and like the opening sequence is just so hype. Um I don't know. I'm a huge sucker for like Western film references and stuff like that. When like I love when the media I watch like shows its influences, like they wear their influences on their sleeve. I think it'd be really close for me between Heavenly Delusion and Chainsaw Man, because Innocent Arrogance, that opening is really, really amazing. Like the animation for it is incredible. Like the style of the OP, and it's also just like pretty good banger song. I think I'd have to give it to Chainsaw Man though, because Kickback, like it's just the OP is just so fun. Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna give it to Chainsaw Man. All right, best ending sequence. JJKS 2, Spy Family, Happiness of the Dead, Demon Slayer. Um, I don't know which one this is from Chainsaw Man, but I wish we could just give like an award to like all the ending sequences of Chainsaw Man, because there were so many. Um, And that was like one of my favorite things about Chainsaw Man was like how they were just so creative with having like a different ending each time for each episode. Um, I honestly don't think a lot of these are super memorable for like ending sequences. I feel like I remember the JJK ending sequence, but I also don't feel like I remember it very well. I don't know. These are all slipping out of my memory, so I'll just say Chainsaw Man because like the way that they had so many different openings for that was just incredible. I'm sure that all the other ones are great, but I just don't remember them as well. Best voice artist performance Japanese. So it's this like singer. Okay, no, it's like voice actor. Okay, so Seiyu. Ooh. So Monkey D. Luffy, again, not like a One Piece fan, so Anya Forger, her performance is good. Gojo Satoru, I could see him winning, but I kind of don't want him to win because even though like his character is great, I don't think his voice is like that iconic. I've heard similar performances from Yuichi Nakamura and other characters. Um, Kikunosuke Toya, he actually like really surprised me with his performance of Denji. I feel like even though he's like a new like voice artist, like Denji's kind of his breakout role. His performance as Denji, I thought was really, really good. So I could see it going to him. Um, Yuki Kaji, you know, the GOAT, and I think he has, I'm not sure if he's already won like an award for this. I think he might have won like best voice acting performance for like a previous season of the final chapters, but even though I love Yuki Kaji and he's one of my favorite, like Aaron Yeager is probably my favorite performance by him, I don't like know if he actually has any like lines like that are that significant in like the final chapters. It's kind of a shame that like Armin's voice actor isn't like on here because the final chapters, um, season two or the final chapters part two, um, Armin's like voice actress in the Japanese dub was absolutely incredible performance in the finals the oh my god, the final chapters, special two. I think her performance as Armin was like standout for that, and it kind of sucks that she's not on here, but I don't know. I guess I'll give it to Denji because even though it's not like the most iconic, memorable thing ever, I think like his performance as Denji just completely captured like what I expected Denji to sound like when I was reading the manga. So best voice artist performance English. I'm just gonna skip this one because sub dub. I normally watch subbed. I normally don't watch dubs that often unless it's like an older show, where there's like a big difference in audio quality. But I'm just gonna skip this one. I can't because I don't know any of these performances. Okay, so that wraps up all of my picks for the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. Um, let me know if you agreed or disagreed. It's been a fun little short stream here. Um, All right, so I hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you enjoyed the video. And let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you.